It's like, they don't even know if that person primarily programs on GitHub projects. Like, they don't have any idea, right? They just say this stuff and you're just like, dude, do you even know if that guy works on projects that he checks into GitHub? What's wrong with you?
I
Where
think
else can you put projects though,
yeah,
Casey?
there you go.
There's probably
TJ nailed
nowhere.
it.
Nobody knows. If that's the only place that code is on GitHub.
That's what I run on the command line. GitHub add, GitHub commit, GitHub push.
That's right.
They're the same thing, right? So
that's all the same stuff.
All the same. Okay.
All the code in the world. So I guess so that's it. It was nice chatting with you guys. I'm gonna head out because I think you guys said you were talking about Apple or something, which I know nothing about. So I think we're good. You guys got it from here, and
Casey,
I'm gonna watch the show. I'm gonna love it, and I'm really looking forward to what you guys are gonna say.
And that's the intro to the startup. Today with me, we have Casey, we have Trash Dev, and we have TJ. We're going to be talking about Apple and their release. Yes, I actually watched the video, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. I watched the video. I'm not an Apple person. I've never owned an Apple phone. I owned an Apple computer maybe 8-10 years ago. I've been not in this whole Apple world. But after watching an hour of marketing, I'm like, dude, I could own Apple. Like, look at that. Look how thin that phone is. I think I need a thin phone. And I realized that I'm getting one-shotted by advertisement. I haven't been on advertisement in so long that I just get sucked right in.
I'm looking forward to a Prime Apple arc if that's a thing that's going to happen in the world.
DHH will cancel us, Prime. Don't do it.
I know. Do you realize how obnoxious I already am? Do you really want me to be on Apple?
Am I the only one that uses Apple?
Yes.
Trash, that's why we have you on here.
I mean, I only use Apple because work pays for the computer. I would never. Wait, that's a lie. I'm lying.
Yeah, you are lying so hard right now.
I have my own personal computer. Okay, I lied.
Trash tried
But
to
I'm
do
not.
the like.
I'm
It's
not.
my work's
I'm not an
fault.
Apple shill. By any
Show me
means.
your phone, Trash.
Well, I got an iPhone. Okay.
What was that on your wrist?
Oh no, I got an Apple Watch. Oh no. Oh, I got an Apple. Oh no.
What are the headphones? What are the headphones? Oh my God, dude.
I'm an Apple shill.
Oh no.
Honestly, I didn't even view myself as that until I looked around and oh man.
Oh,
Tim has cooked me.
God, you thought you got one shot. Trash is already $5,000 deep, dude.
Yeah. How much?
Teach, can we get Apple Shill under that trash name
can
there?
fix that.
Because I
We
don't
can
think
fix
that's.
Dude, and I use a Magic Mouse too. Unironically.
What the? Nobody uses a Magic
I'm
Mouse.
the only
in the
one. I
world.
swear.
That's
I
the
love
only
it.
one left you probably have.
I love it. So here, these are my.
Remember,
my
he
wallet.
scrolls it like a phone.
God, no.
He picks it up and uses his thumb, like he's scrolling on the internet.
Hey man.
Trash. Now be honest with us.
Computer.
Now that-
I can't believe I own this many
Computer,
things.
please.
I can't believe it. I'm actually ashamed right now. I am ashamed. I'm so sorry.
Trash. The people need to know. This will seriously be the last straw if I find this out. Please don't tell me that you use Siri unironically.
When I'm driving Apple CarPlay, I'll say, "Hey."
That's different. Hands-free in the car is different.
Yeah. I do it for
Okay,
hands-free stuff. I don't really
Okay.
do anything else other than that. See,
That was close.
I drive. I'm a safe driver, so
Okay.
there you go. Okay, I don't use
Hands-free
Apple
is different.
Intelligence. I don't even know what Apple Intelligence is, to be honest.
Neither does Apple.
You're probably using it, Trash, but
I don't think so. I don't think I enabled it. If I am, it's not doing anything. So.
I think that's what they call Apple Intelligence.
Okay.
Roughly, you got it.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I guess I use Apple. I don't know.
this is a great revelation. This episode's
I
already.
forgot I
working.
had Apple Watch. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
All right,
I'm just
and
like-
now we're done. Okay,
Yeah,
that
okay.
was the end right there.
Honestly, that's all
Thanks
we
for
need.
joining us on the stand-up, everyone. You've been a great audience.
Yeah.
Trash, be honest though. Are you gonna buy the little strap for your iPhone?
I don't think that people know what they're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah, you're getting too deep now. So
TJ's just going right.
especially for people like
Let's
me
slow
who
down.
did not
All right.
watch whatever.
For those
this
that are
supposed
wondering,
thing.
this is what they're unironically proposing everybody should wear. They're like, and with your new iPhone 17 Pro, you can get the iPhone 17 Pro strap, the strap-on Pro 17 or whatever they're calling it. And
Strap-on
this-
Pro would be a great name for it. I think you've nailed it.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Wait, Prime, is that what got you interested in Apple?
I will buy the strap-on Pro.
Look at
100%.
this thing. But just I know the strap. Just leave the strap on off for a second here. But look at this guy. He's going for a bike ride while wearing a European man satchel, except for the European man satchel is just a phone. Like, who's actually gonna wear this?
Okay, so
Europeans.
this is where I think Apple dropped the ball. Not because they made the satchel. Obviously, the satchel is great because they can charge a lot more money than it costs to make the shoelace to put that on. But what they're missing clearly is now everybody's going to have their iPhone out on display. Right, so this is a statement. It's not really about the convenience of having it in your phone or not. It's really just about showing that you bought the latest Pro. Right, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh my goodness, that guy's loaded. Right? It's like you're flexing the watch. You got to flex the. Apple needs to be doing something like they sell only a special case if you spent $25,000 on your Apple
Oh my
account.
gosh! Like the
Right?
Air One approach. Right,
Yes.
like
And then-
I own bananas, but they have an Air One sticker on them. It's just like, oh, I
Right.
have Apple, but this is the
Like-
special Apple.
Tim Cook, if you need me to help you with monetization here, you guys could be selling $1,000 cases to the Apple whales. Trash would actually buy one. Like, he just wouldn't even notice. He'd be like, well, you got to get one when you check out. It's available only to me. I'm not shilling or anything,
I
but
need an intervention. I need an intervention. Wait. What do you guys? You guys use Androids? What are you using?
Yeah, yes, the other phone. We do use Android.
We're like, well, Google Pixel, right? Or-
That's an
I mean,
Android.
Pixel runs Android.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
I got a
okay.
Pixel as well. Yep.
You're
Is anyone on graphene?
so bad.
I don't know what I'm on. I'm on random piece of crap that Google ships. It's I mean the operating system. The phone is actually mine's a Motorola, I think.
Nice.
Okay.
But don't you guys think that would be a good strategy for them? I feel like they're leaving a lot of money on the table for Apple users.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. You said that they dropped the ball, but they clearly didn't drop anything because they've got it attached to a little string around their neck.
Great point.
So the
Great
ball
point,
is
Casey.
hanging from
It's
Tim
still in
Cook's
play.
neck.
It's still in play,
potential
right?
energy
Because it's
is what they call it.
It's dangling near Tim Cook's waist is where
Yes.
the ball is, and he just
I
has
would-
to reach down and grab it.
I would love to see Tim Cook wearing this satchel because there's
He's 100%
no
going to. He's going.
sales
to. He has to.
plummet after Tim Cook puts it on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
Here's what I will say, knowing nothing about any of this, and I would have liked it to remain that way, but unfortunately I'm doing this podcast, is that if this is, of all the things, even the Vision Pro, of all the things I've seen Apple do since Steve Jobs died, this is the one where I think he would have fired the entire company if he was still here. He would have been like, I worked so hard and so long to like force everyone to make computing actually be cool, and you guys turned it into a freaking man bag. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Like he would have thrown something across the room. He would have thrown the iPhone attached to, so he would have swung it like a bola.
oh, he turned
And
out
then released it at somebody, and it would have hit them in the head. And he would have been like, "You're all fired. Get me someone who knows how to not look a complete idiot in public."
Is that the David
Speaking
and
of-
Goliath weapon?
Yes.
yeah.
Whole thing?
I
Yeah.
heard that the satchel was getting regulated in the UK. You do have to register your satchel.
But I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, Apple did release the Vision Pro, and how many thousands of people walked around, even in the streets, with their Vision Pro on, unironically, like walking around. So the amount of
Well,
people
yeah,
doing
but
do they
European
still
man
even sell that
satchels,
thing?
registered European man satchels, will be through the roof. Like there's going to be so many people walking around with it.
But
Catch
it's
me
like
on
a
the next
segue.
podcast with a satchel.
It's just like a segue. Of course, people will do it. But the brilliance of Steve Jobs was like he did things. He made computing into something that everyone thought was cool. No one's gonna think this is cool mass market. Like that's just not gonna happen.
Gen Z, dude. 100%.
I think, Casey, that's what I'm going to disagree. I'm pretty
All
sure
right.
we'll have to revisit in 6 months. But this
Yeah.
is just like people already do the fanny pack just to carry around their phone. This is like fanny pack, but actually for your phone.
Yeah, but
have
you
to take
don't
it out
get
of the
anything.
case.
You don't get the bonuses of a fanny pack, right? Like, but you can also
people
put some
don't.
chapstick in the fanny pack. They can
No,
put
they
their
don't.
credit cards and
Credit
other
cards goes
things.
on the phone case on the back.
That's what I'm
Fanny
saying. They
pack
put it all in
is
the
like
phone case.
1% of all phone users. It's not 50%. Like it is not cool.
Okay.
Nobody is racing to put their phone in a fanny
I
pack.
see
That's
what you're
the
saying.
minority of people. Of course, a very small number of people will do this satchel, and everyone else will be like, And it's
No,
a
everyone in
mark
New York
against
is gonna be
Apple's
wearing
mindshare,
it
just like
in
the
LA.
Vision Pro was.
Yeah, I thought you were saying popular in the sense, not necessarily, because like Apple's not popular in the sense of like total number of people who have iPhones, right? Like in the world. right?
In
Like,
America,
yeah.
they are.
Yeah, in America.
Among people who are paying to be cool, they are the premium brand everywhere in the world.
But that's what
actually.
I'm saying. I thought you meant like it will be popular, like it won't be popular in the sense of like stylish. Like I think it will be the trend to do it, even if a lot of people aren't doing it.
Really, I think you're wrong.
Wait, what
because
does that
I think,
mean?
I think literally 4 days into this, someone's gonna throw
Yeah.
on their satchel, walk out into SF, and be brutally robbed. And it's gonna happen
Yeah.
hundreds of times due to
Yeah.
how dangerous that
That
place
has literally not stopped them at all from
Brutally
anything.
wrong.
Why do you think they're going to change their mind about that now?
Because now it's just it's so out there. Like you don't like just walk around with your money hanging out. This one is your iPhone, and they already know
I've
it's a
seen Sam
17.
Alton's car.
I need
It's hanging out.
clarification. What's brutally robbed versus robbed?
Robbed is where like someone holds up like maybe a gun to you and you like raise your hands and you sweat and you like throw your wallet. Brutally robbed is like where you get pistol whipped and like beat up and your stuff taken from you, right?
Okay. Okay, I got the visual.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty
one-
bad. Yeah, okay, got it.
One involves battery.
Well, it could be worse than what you're thinking, Prime. It could be that like someone goes to rob you and then just sees what you're wearing and just laughs. Like you get humiliated by the robber. Like the
There's gonna be
robber
so many
is
memes of that online, I
thinks you're
swear.
such a dork that they can't even quite pull off the rob. It's like our new anti-theft device. Everyone will just start laughing at you so hard that they won't be able to complete the robbery of your phone.
I don't know. When I think about that satchel, I think about San Francisco. So I think it's gonna pop off there for sure.
You
And
Thank you,
LA.
Trash. Thank you,
And
Trash.
LA, and
We'll
New
set a
York.
reminder right now for 6
Yes.
months. I'm gonna make a calendar event for 6 months from now, and we'll revisit.
I'm gonna go to a tech conference in SF, and everyone's be wearing that.
Oh.
I
Dude, Trash,
swear.
I need you to actually go to like a tech meetup in SF. And
Should I bring my
in
satchel?
3 weeks from now, I need you to go get a satchel. And I want you to report back. Like if you wear a
Okay.
satchel, do other satchelers come up to you? And like
Alright.
like you know, like you're now in this cool kid club, and so they're all gonna
Just gonna stand in the corner by myself with my satchel.
I set a calendar event for myself a few months from now. Is
Got it,
Apple
got it.
Satchel popular? We'll check back in. We'll report everybody. report to everybody
I
on
hope
the
those
pod. We'll
satchels
see.
can't get cut easily. People are just gonna walk around with scissors and just like pull your satchel off.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Doing you a favor.
yeah.
It's true.
All right.
They're helping
They're making you
out.
cooler by
Wait.
quickly applying a pair of scissors. You can't ask for more than that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Here's one cool thing that I don't know, Prime, you want to like lead this, but I thought there was some pretty
You're the
cool stuff
Apple
that
guy,
came-
Yeah,
Trash.
you're
Feel
the
free.
Apple guy. Tell us.
Start
Apple.
Well,
chilling.
this is, I think,
Apple shill,
okay,
shill
I'm
away.
not an Apple shill. Okay, this is for my health. Okay, all right.
All right.
It's integrated. Anyways, the one thing I thought was super
He
cool.
was about to do a sales pitch.
Yes, because
I know.
Save
I was holding
lives.
myself back.
Save
I'm like,
lives.
why? I think it's
Saved lives.
I'm not an
Yeah,
Apple
that's right.
shill, but did you
I'm
know
not
the
Apple shill. I'm
integration
not an
across
Apple shill.
platforms?
But
I
the,
used to be 300 pounds, and then I got the Apple Watch. Now I'm a
actually what
jiu-jitsu
happened.
champion. I'm not an Apple
Exactly.
shill, but it changed my life.
That was kind of where I was going, but I did it. Okay.
Okay.
But you guys have to agree. So the AirPods, which I have right here,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a new one coming out. They do the live translation. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but like Casey, like imagine you have these on. You go to like Italy, you hear people speaking Italian or whatever, and it does the live translation for you. I think that's like the coolest thing ever. So that's like specifically one of the things that
I actually did.
Yeah,
wanna
that's
say
gonna go
something.
great in France.
Yeah, I did.
They're gonna
act-
love that.
I
They're gonna
did-
love that when the tourists come over there and they're like, "I speak fluent French thanks to my AirPods." Speaking of things that will get you humiliated and robbed in public, ladies and gentlemen, this is featured. Apple
me.
seems to be on a roll. They're like, "Let's see what are all the things we can do so that people literally hate the users of our products." It's like, one, make them think they can speak a foreign language using something that probably won't work. Two, let's have everyone wear like a little dangly string thing around them so they look like a complete dork all the time. What's three? Is it like wear a hat
It's the
beanie with a
cost.
propeller on top?
It's
And-
the
or
Vision
what
Pro
what
with
is
it at
the
the same
third
time.
product that they announced? Because I can't wait.
Casey, the third thing is that now when you go to France, you'll hear how much they hate you instead of
Exactly.
being blissfully
That's the
unaware.
best part. That's the
True.
best part.
All right, but so a couple things on that one. First, with the live translation, I really already hated so much when people do this move. What was that? Right, like I hate that so
Oh,
much, and so now to be like people going, grabbing the dude double stems grab. Can you say that again? All right, I'm already gonna be driven mad enough by that. But on top of it, there's just no way. Like, I've never met anybody on the internet that says translations are good. Every single time you've gone through any sort of translation service, people always complain about it. Any automated like subtitles are always like, whoa, it's way off. If you're doing these autos, you should turn these off. Like that's like number one comment on YouTube is turn off the auto translations because they're all so bad. And so it's like, okay, so how is this going to work in practice? Is it going to be even any good? And then I had one more item with the AirPods, but now I have seemed to forgot it. It was my favorite part about them all.
There's an additional thing about the translation, which is, are we sure it's doing translation and not like, old person translation? Like, is it possible that what these things are doing is you go like this and go like, where is the bathroom? And then it just plays your voice, but shouting like, where is the bathroom is what comes out of the thing. And so it's just like, it slows down your cadence and increases your volume.
Why are you guys yucking my
They do
yum,
a cell phone. You
You
have
guys
to
are
hold
all
up your cell
yucking
phone
my
to
yum.
translate it. Okay. I remember the other thing. There's also this kind of like romantic funness, and this is definitely Silicon Valley to a T, where they just believe they're super well traveled and their life is like this traveling extravaganza. So they're like, you know what I need? I need to be able to just constantly be translating my headset. I'm like, what are you, Peter Levels? Like nobody does this, okay? Like the average person sits in their town 99.9% of the time and never interacts with anybody else that speaks different languages. I'm at least in America. I'm sure this might be a slight different in Europe, but it's just like I've never met anyone that's just like, you know what I need? I need auto live translating all the time. Idea sounds super cool. Never needed it in practice.
I specifically want just to hear people talk shit about me. Like,
Right.
but not actually interact.
Right.
Like you just go
Yeah.
to like your favorite like restaurant that's off like Chinese or something. You're just like, this fucking American.
And I don't know if it works that way because it
I don't
does
know,
dampen
but I hope
everything
it
else
does.
out. So you won't actually hear who's talking because it does noise canceling and like reduces their sound.
Yeah, it's probably gonna sound like ass when you're in a restaurant with all that noise too. If anything, if it actually does work, it's gonna make me not want to go to those places anymore. So,
I do think it may be the thing you're talking about, Prime, though, is it at least continues the idea of Apple sort of trying to position themselves as premium and expensive and for rich people or whatever, right? Because it's like, oh, I just go to so many countries, I can't possibly speak all these languages, but thankfully my AirPod, right? And so like, I'm assuming that the next feature, like there's probably going to be some feature that they roll out next time, which is something like, it's getting hard to manage all three of your houses at the same time. So this new, like, multi-house feature that lets you manage your house in the Hamptons as well as your house in rural Japan will help you stay on top of all the maintenance items, right? So they could be just going for that kind of thing, and this is appropriate there.
This is why all the agentic demos of like, oh, here's what our AI can do is like booking travel.
Yeah.
We're like, what?
Yeah.
That's the only
like,
thing
what
I
else
do
do
in my
you
life.
do?
I gotta
That's
get
all
my
I
iPhone.
do. I just travel around and get people to give me money for hooking up this AI cloud to this website.
Casey, it did feel like your idea of the old person translate thing though, where it just yells at you, would kind of actually be helpful, because I just feel like I run into so many people who are big time mumblers while I'm out and about. Like I don't need audio canceling, I need it like audio boost, right? Where it says it seems like that person you're talking to, they just talk like this all the time. I need it so when I go through Taco Bell, I can understand what they said in the drive-through. You know what I mean? Like
I think they had something like that in a previous release.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need audio boost. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I did not ask for no ground beef. I asked for extra ground beef when I get home. Then you're devastated. Like that's the feature I need. I feel like from them.
Extra ground beef.
No, I don't know. I just made something up off the top of my head. Trash.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that if they were going for the premium rich person's market, advertising that you will be able to hear what happens at the Taco Bell is not a step in the right direction. But okay, Tej.
Well, they also got a
Taco
bunch of
Bell is
Zoomers,
for
too.
the masses, Casey. Okay?
That's an Android. What you're talking about there is an Android feature. The Android feature is which Taco Bell in my area has the lowest price on this item. Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
This
I do
is
like
why
that.
we use Android.
Yeah, I need my agentic demo of it ordering Taco Bell and getting the order actually correct, and then I get my meal. That's the Android demo of Google Assistant that we need.
Yeah.
All right, I did notice
It's like
something
the
else.
Android features are all the opposite. It's like couch change finder and stuff. Like, it's all features for people with no money. It's just like
I will say though, the funny thing for this is Apple's acting like they're the first people to have live translate in the headphones, and it's like such a classic Apple thing. Trash is like, bro, that's crazy, dude. They're
Bro,
gonna do
we're
live
cutting
translate.
edge. What are you
Like
talking about?
the
Those
Facebook,
apps.
the sunglasses, the Ray-Ban Metas, they already have live translate in here. There's already a mass market thing that's already out. Trash. You're acting
I
like Apple-
learned that from Beacon the other day.
I know.
The other
Yes,
week. I was like,
know.
what? I've never seen anyone with the Ray-Bans before. Pretty interesting.
well, that really surprises me because if anyone's on top of great marketing and convincing people that they're cool, it's usually Facebook.
I will say the Ray-Bans actually are pretty cool. Like when I put them on and I heard like it does that whatever the bone jiggling sound is versus the other one, and it just goes through and you hear stuff. Oh, it sounds great. It's pretty fantastic.
Well, and so is the Quest 3. It's a pretty great VR headset. It's just Meta is absolutely horrible at convincing anyone to use their stuff. Like
Well,
people
unless
were
you're
probably more
65
excited
plus.
about the Vision Pro than the Meta Quest 3, even though the Quest 3 is actually good, right?
My parents say otherwise. They love
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Fair enough.
yeah, Casey. Yeah, my
Sorry.
mom thinks Facebook actually is cool, so I'd like it if you would stop.
Yeah.
She's
I use
poking
Facebook
me right
Marketplace
now.
all the time though. Facebook Marketplace is the shit.
Good point, Trash. Good point.
That's how you know you've gotten older is when you say Facebook Marketplace is cool. Like that is the sign that you have hit a certain stage in life.
I doom scroll Marketplace before I go to bed. I'm like, anything local I can pick up that's on sale, any deals? Not even kidding. It's
What,
terrible.
Trash? What are you finding on this doom scrolling?
Well, I'm trying to
adventure?
get a picnic table for my kids for the backyard. And I'm just like waiting for like someone that just doesn't want their picnic table anymore
Trash.
for whatever reason, and I can like get it for like $5.
Let me
That's
ask
what
you.
I'm hoping for.
Trash, can I ask you how many hours you've spent searching for it?
Yeah, I know.
It's
This,
not
this
that-
picnic table
Trash.
this $5 picnic table is gonna end up costing like $3,700 in like hourly wages.
I'm only doing it for like 20 minutes every
20 minutes a day.
And I look for like
Okay.
used jujitsu gear, and then maybe some like office
it's called
supplies.
amortization. He's going over, he's amortizing it across several products.
I got you. I'm just throwing it out there, Trash. Maybe Netflix salary not working out well enough. Maybe you have to go for used jujitsu gear. I feel like if there's one thing that you can
Hey,
swing
man.
for getting new.
You could be on one of those commercials that they do, like it's like there are people working at Netflix who can't even afford a picnic table for their children.
Dude, I
Please
am not
give
paying
generously
a lot
to
of
the
money for a picnic
Netflix
table,
fund.
okay? My kids are gonna draw on that thing.
You know
For
how
less than a
big
price
jujitsu
of
suits
coffee,
are?
you can help Trash get a picnic table for his children.
Let's start GoFundMe.
Currently, they're just sitting on the ground, and
All right,
all
you know
of their
what? I'm
food
gonna
is
go buy a
spilling
picnic
out
table
all
today,
over the
full
grass.
price.
Ants
Screw
are
you guys.
eating their sandwiches.
You're welcome, Trash. We just gave you your nights and weekends back, buddy.
Yeah.
This podcast has made me hate myself for using Apple, for using
I-
Facebook Marketplace.
That's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Am I a terrible person? Jesus.
Yeah.
We're totally
okay.
screwing this up. On the Discord, it was like Trash was like, "I'm not supposed to be here today, right?" And I was like, "No, we love you, Trash. Come today."
True.
And then now this is how we treat him. He's never coming back. This is the problem.
This
He's
is
the
a
star of
W.
the show, and he's gonna leave,
What-
and
what
no
I
one's gonna
really-
watch this freaking show.
What I
Check my
wish
Apple
we had
Watch.
done
Weather
is that we had
forecast
not
today.
made so much fun of the satchel and seen an inside bet.
I'm getting a
whether-
satchel. I'm 100% getting the satchel. I'm getting the orange iPhone.
Okay.
Okay. I'm getting the live translation AirPods. You bet your ass I'm getting all that. Okay. And I'm gonna expense it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, Netflix is so multicultural. Maybe you're testing out the subtitles with your
I
with
know.
your earpods.
It's true. Oh, I got business case. Free phone.
All right.
No, actually, I expense my iPhone.
Did they announce anything that is actually something? At
Yes,
this?
they
Like,
did
what
announce
they
something that's something, but I don't
Okay.
think a lot of people caught it. In fact, I thought it was one of
Okay.
the greatest parts of the entire presentation,
Their
which was
iPhone.
which was how they tested the iPhone scratchability by exploding coin changes and having a very complicated lever move iPhones through the exploding change and breaking bottles and everything. They set up
What?
the world's most intense testing simulation for scratchability.
That part of
yeah.
the video was cool.
That part
Why
of the
do
video
they
was
keep throwing me for these loops? So I keep saying, oh, they must be going for like the rich high-end marketing. Who has change? What are they
Exactly.
testing? What is this supposed to test?
That it
Actually,
doesn't get
Casey-
scratched.
Casey, that's such a good point because how would your iPhone get scratched in the iPhone satchel? if you know, like there's no change in an iPhone satchel.
Shouldn't it be something like, oh, we set up a thing that like launches, 1,500 designer handbags from Gucci and Bulgari and stuff into the air, and then we just like there's iPhones in all of them, and we just like ram them around with like a bunch of stuff in there that's like meant to like an entire full purse.
Or
and
like,
then we just
you
like
walk through a
see
crowd
what
and
comes
that's
out.
it.
Like what changed? What are we talking about here? How do we go back to Android use?
I like when they do, they just have the machine that like punches a seat 1,000 times, right, to make sure it's good. It should be like inserting it into a Gucci bag and pulling it out.
There you go.
Like how many
There you
times does it hit
It's
the
a full
hit the
Gucci
zipper?
bag, so stuff is moving. Eyeliner,
Right.
Yeah.
chapstick.
Exactly. Like, and they should show it rubbing up against $1,000 bills.
Yes,
It's just like,
yes.
I don't have change, but I might
Yeah.
have like a few $1,000 bills in my
Yeah.
pocket. Does it
Plugging
scratch
it
against
into your
that?
luxury car charging port.
There you go. Yes.
You know.
They could also do like, we wanted to make sure that your $100 bills don't get defaced by the iPhone. So we also checked to make sure Benjamin Franklin's face was perfectly visible after our 10,000 insertion test. And they
Unironically,
pulled
I
up
have a lot of
the,
$100
like,
bills
The,
right
the
here.
the BFD, the Benjamin Franklin degradation rating.
yes,
like, dude,
yes. What's our BFD mark?
Dude, what is our
We
BFD?
ran BFD mark on this.
Is this for the screen?
It is for the screen trash, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
How many times we gotta rub this? Good old
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm the biggest Apple user ever. This is
Oh
crazy.
my goodness, that's funny trash.
I only
Yeah,
had this because I went to
beautiful.
Vegas and I
Here,
did.
trash.
Oh,
I'll do
That's the
Android
lead.
test.
If that's not the
do
if
the
that's not
Android
the
test.
opening of this podcast, then I quit.
Look,
That's
try
that's that is the lead of the
wall's
that is
empty.
amazing.
Ugh.
That
Man.
is ridiculous. All
I
right,
am a stereotypical Apple user. Jesus.
Casey, I hear that they brought Matmul to the GPUs,
Okay.
which apparently makes things much faster for various operations.
For Apple.
Probably just AI, unless they're talking about Matmul for full floating point or something like that.
I don't
but-
think so.
I'm
Assuming that they're talking about low precision Matmul. I mean, I have to see the thing. That's AI, right? So
Yeah.
I assume this is for the Apple Intelligence that Trash says isn't there. I guess. So I don't know what it's for, but
Let me actually check and see if it's enabled. I don't even know how to use this thing.
because yeah, Matmul generally, if they have a accelerated Matmul, I mean, those are things to exploit the fact that you know the order of operations in a matrix multiply, so you can do them more efficiently. And so presumably they are just saying like, we want to have AI run well on this part. Presumably this is in the GPU,
Yeah.
but I guess I don't know
Yep.
without seeing the thing. I mean, GPU. It's in the GPU cores of the A series chip, whatever A series they're on at this point.
19.
So on A19, presumably the GPUs have this accelerated, whereas I guess they didn't before.
Yeah, that's I think
I
that's
don't-
the
I don't
argument.
study
Their whole-
A
they
series
say the word
hardware, so I
local
don't know.
model quite. Actually, they said the word local model quite a few times
Okay.
during the presentation. So my guess is that they're gearing up to be in some sort of like they're actually thinking about local models. But my guess is that because it's Apple, it's going to be like a walled garden local model. It's like a local model, but not really a local model.
Oh, it's like we specified which local model you get to run, kind of a thing.
Yes, the Apple
I
local
see.
model.
Gotcha.
You
Yeah.
can't own the numbers. Like they have to own the numbers. You can't own weights in a computer. That's very dangerous, Casey.
These weights are licensed, not sold to you,
Yes.
the end user. And
Exactly.
you have to use them. Each weight was notarized by the Apple notary
Tim Cook
service.
signed each one. That's why they haven't released any new or interesting features. He's been spending all of his time signing the weights.
Yep.
But what can you do? You got to make sure they're safe. So
There was actually, I know we're kind of getting a little off topic, but Anthropic is apparently endorsing a California bill called SB 53. And I believe part of that actually had some sort of limiting amount of flops. The bill currently decides which AI systems to regulate based on how much computing power flops they were used to train. The current threshold's 10 to the 26 flops. And they do some sort of
we
like
on-
regulation based on flops.
are we on Super Bowl like 56 or something like that?
Is that how many
SB
flops are
53
on?
happened a while ago.
So, I mean, the total number of flops that got executed through the entire training run.
I don't know. That's all I'm reading.
the
It
idea
was
here-
only one sentence, which does not make a
Okay.
lot of sense.
I guess
What-
we could
how-
go look at the bill. But
Will LeBron still be able to play at the Lakers if they limit the number of flops in the state? Or what's the...
oh, jeez.
Wait,
Oh
what is
my
a flop
goodness.
exactly?
Yes!
I need someone to.
Yes!
I don't
Explain
even
what a
follow
flop-
hockey, and I got that one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
That was a great sports ball reference, DJ.
Thank you. Guys, if you have not seen the clip of LeBron getting knocked over, and then doing this, where he peeks and the camera sees him and he goes, oh! That's an all-time classic.
That's what
All-time
my
classic.
kids do.
Oh man.
Oh,
All right.
man.
So
I
yeah,
think-
I don't know. Like, it'll be interesting to see who cares about this, because presumably somebody cares about this. I don't know how the AI features. I don't know how the public has been responding to AI features. Like, mostly the things that I hear are that people seem to be using cloud AI stuff a lot. Like, they seem to be like, oh, you know, I lost my wife to Chat GPT or whatever is like the news stories, right? So, or like all the kids today just have all their stuff written by Chat GPT or whatever, right? But I don't know, like, to what extent are people actually counting on AI run at the edge of something? Like, to what extent have they been caring about AI running on device? And I don't know. Like, have people been adopting those features, generally speaking, that such that they will care about Matt Mull being on their iPhone?
One
Anyone
thing-
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure no one has Apple Intelligence on. I'm pretty sure when it first came out, everyone turned it off. I actually checked my phone; it was actually off. Because
Okay.
I remember when it first came out, it was like trying to give me all these bozo recommendations, and I was like, "This is stupid." So I ended up just turning it off completely. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
I did notice that in the previous years, kind of like whatever they call this iPhone-a-palooza, that they were very heavy into Apple Intelligence. They mentioned it like 9,000 times. This
Yeah.
time it was much more of like just like a background hint. Like it was mentioned maybe like 3 more times than the Vision Pro,
So,
which is 3.
and I would just ask, so combine that with the fact that, like, I feel like Microsoft's like Copilot PC thing did not go over well either. Like, I don't really hear a lot of people going like, oh, I'm so glad I bought like a Qualcomm Snapdragon PC because all the AI that I've been running on that TPU is really making me happy, right? So I'm just wondering, like, is this sort of just more of a forward-looking thing? Like, look, we expect in 5 years to be at a point where people are doing this, so we're just adding TPU stuff now because we just trust that at some point we'll get these models, either the RAM bandwidth and the on-device storage will be such that it's feasible to just run all of a modern model on the device, or we'll get these devices down to smaller things so they run. And so that we're adding TPUs to A19 because really it's more about A20 or A21. Or are people literally like, I can't wait to use these AI features now in the A19 because there's all these things I was doing on a Copilot PC that I could do on my phone now? Like, does anyone have any idea?
The only one that I've seen people be excited about for like on phone stuff, I don't know
Okay.
about in Apple land because I'm not rich
Right, not
enough to
Apple
have,
Land, yeah.
I don't have Apple friends
Android.
except for Trash. I didn't know. Like he didn't realize he was, so we'll probably not be friends next week. He's like
Yeah.
too cool for me now. He realized.
Ugh, I can smell
right.
the
He's like, oh,
porn
your
in this,
texts are showing up the wrong
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
The only one that I've seen is when you can do stuff with like your photos,
tomato.
like, you know, where you can like magic erase something and like they
Okay.
disappear, or like, oh, I need to like combine 3 photos because my kids always look in a different direction every single one, and
Okay.
so we can't line all of them up at the same time. I feel like that's the only like scenario that I've seen people like, oh, that's really cool and useful. I would like actually use that. I don't think anyone's like, I really hope it can summarize my text faster. Like, I really need my text to be summarized in 13 milliseconds or something like that, because I can't read the text from my mom that says like, see you at 5 p.m. for dinner. You know, like,
Are people actually using the combined 3 photos thing, or they just think it's cool? Because that's like,
think
I
they could
agree
do
that
that.
they would think it was cool, but I'm like, is anyone actually using
I've
these?
never
Or they
used
just
it.
don't care. Okay.
You've used it.
I've used it.
So
Yeah,
then in
yeah.
that case, that alone would probably be enough to justify something like this, because if you don't have Matt Mull, you're not going to be running much of a model, like, really.
Yeah.
Like, the speed
But-
difference is pretty dramatic, right? So,
I only know know of it like on Pixel basically, and Google ships their own. So like Google is doing the same thing, right? Google is shipping like custom chip setup pipeline, blah blah, everything for their Pixel line, and then doing special stuff in it for like local or like on device, like AI things. Like Google now sometimes even will like, it doesn't do yet, but I'm sure it will, like auto combine. It already picks like, it takes a bunch of pictures and picks the one that's like best, where most people are like looking at the camera or whatever, right? And so like those are, I think, like actually, you know, people would use those, and taking pictures is like a big part of why people have
a big part of it,
phones. So that part makes sense.
So it seems like that would be enough probably to justify this, especially if it's something that you're expecting to happen quickly on the phone. Like you need an oil and or also low power. Like another thing is like the more efficient you can do the calculations, often sometimes it's not necessarily about how fast the turnaround is. It's just like, look, we could do this, you know, fast enough just using the CPU or just using the existing GPU mult, but it's like it eats a lot more power, right? And so that's no good because then your battery life stats look crappy, and when the reviewer goes and photographs his kids, it's like, oh, I lost all my juice, whatever. So okay. So that's probably it then, I guess. And then future, like, well, maybe it'll be used for something else in the future. Who knows?
Can I be the boomer about phones and just be like, what's up with all the phones getting super thin? Can I just have like a battery?
I don't understand that.
I just want a 5-day battery. Is that so much to ask, Tim Apple? 5-day battery,
What's
and
the
it can be
battery on
thicker.
the thin one?
You can buy cases, TJ, that just make your phone thicker and are a second battery.
Oh, good idea. I actually didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so why don't you quit being such a boomer and just get a boomer case?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I already said I was the boomer about this situation. I'm already yelling at the cloud, you know, so I get that.
The
well, but you do have
iPhones.
to ask the question, is who are these thin phones for? Because everyone puts a case on it. So why don't you just make the phone thicker and have it be grippable? And then we wouldn't need to do that.
Thank you.
An internal case would be really nice because that's the test. Instead of having this like silly experiment where someone spent like $5 million setting up the perfect iPhone drop and all that, can we just have something that someone just drops the phone 100 times from nipple high and be like, does this, when does it break? How many nipple high drops of the average male does it take for phone to crack?
All nipple heights the same.
That's why I said average.
He said average. He's
What's
going with the
average nipple height?
5'9" worldwide,
Am I
5'11"
average?
America.
This is a mean nipple.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's asking for mean nipple height.
Yeah,
or
I'm just asking for
MNH, as it's called in human factors engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
The
definitely below the
MNH
nipple
drops.
height.
How many
Gosh,
MNH
you'd be
drops?
safer, dude. You should be happy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my phone sounds pretty safe.
Because what I
But
want to
if
see
you
is
have
a
the built-in case,
20%.
you can't customize it. People want to customize.
Yeah,
No,
you're
they
right.
don't. Apple's like, guys, a big feature is we released a phone in orange. This is not.
They
like,
actually did highlight orange as a specific feature, TJ.
I heard it was because
and
of
that
criminal.
shit blew my mind. All right.
I
I was
Josh is
like,
kidding.
orange, fuck. It's like my favorite color. It's ironically my favorite color. I was like,
But
you bet your bottom dollar I'm showing up with that at some point.
I do want to see a 20% increase in M&H or in MN's drops and MNDs before cracking. Like that's what I want to see.
Yeah. What's like we need this, so is it possible for Apple to create a position that's like the nipple drop, nipple drop director of nipple drop experiments, right? like how like there's someone who's going to do this kind of like large scale testing for that, and also they can do the Gucci handbag insertions or GHIs.
Imagine how
$100 bill rubbing.
Apple would be able to make a sweet, like, really artsy, make you feel bad about yourself unless you're an Apple user video of them doing those tests, though. You know what I mean? I do feel like they still got the production crew. Those guys are still there. They're still hanging out. I mean, it does feel like a little bit, you know, I don't know. Feels like Vercel still's kind of got him. But they could put together a sweet video of the Gucci test station, and they would eat that up. Apple TV Plus exclusive as well. It's like you have to pay to watch the Apple documentary.
It's kind of like when Nintendo released the schematics of the Nintendo that you could walk around on for the Nintendo Switch 2, but you had to buy it for $80 or whatever it was, and you're just like, really?
What?
I have to buy the tutorial for $80?
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
I know what
Switch
you're
Apple
talking
could do
too.
the
about.
same thing. Apple could do the exact same thing. You want to see our premium testing? It's a premium feature.
Yeah.
All features are premium, and all
I'm
premium
buying it.
features cost money.
I'm
So
buying that right now.
Yeah, you have to verify that you're a serious Apple user. You must have spent at least $50,000 on the store before we allow you access to see this.
They could also have it so that like the only way to buy one of the really exclusive iPhones that we're contemplating is they won't give it to you. They will only put it into a designer handbag. So if you don't show up with like a handbag costing like at least $3,000 or something and open it, they won't put anything in it. Like you don't get a device until that happens.
I think they do that with Ferraris. You can't buy a Ferrari unless like you like
come in with
pass,
leather
like, some
driving
status
gloves.
test or something. Yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta, like,
Trash,
be
were you
recommended.
trying or something or what?
So Trash, tell us
In
the
my
disappointing
dreams, I
story.
was.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us
Yeah.
about the time you went to Ferrari and got rejected.
I hate myself, okay? Just stop talking to me. I didn't actually try to get one. I just heard
Yeah.
that you gotta be.
It was
One
my
of his
sister.
friends.
My brother was messaging on the account. Sorry, it wasn't me.
Do you need a designer handbag to buy a Ferrari? Hashtag asking for a friend.
All right. Well, this is a
just
very
curious about
important.
these
I'm
things.
very glad I spent a lot of time watching all the stuff on that Apple thing. It doesn't seem like anybody else, Casey, was engaged in the Apple stuff. Casey, why weren't you engaged?
So
Why did you say Casey
I was
3 times?
told, and maybe this is just me, doing some. I realize it's frowned upon in the modern world, but reading the Discord. You guys said we were going to talk about NPM getting hacked for the 700th time in the past 3 days.
I'll say
So
I had
I
to read.
know I'm prepared to talk about that, but guess what? It turns out we're talking about literally Apple posting a freaking ad. Like we talked about an Apple ad for 45 minutes. So that's not my
Hell yeah.
fault. I don't watch Apple ads because I have some
Casey,
self-respect.
did you watch GPT-5 announcement video?
No.
Okay, because that was so bad that when I
Okay.
watched this Apple one, I was just like, this is something. This is noteworthy. We should talk about this comparatively. It was like that was the
Okay.
difference
Salute
between the
cinema.
two.
What was so bad about this GPT-5 announcement video? Since I didn't see it.
Hey guys, Prime here to talk about ChatGPT-5.
And then the graphs. The graphs.
Oh, I
I
saw
see.
some of those graphs we tweeted. They were just completely wrong. Like,
My favorite's still the
I forgot about
deception
that.
graph. The deception graph having a higher number look lower to be deceiving. In a graph about deception was like it was the greatest moment of my
wow.
life.
Okay. yeah.
I Casey, you know my conspiracy theory about this though?
Okay. I don't.
I-
I mean, I don't. You're gonna tell me.
Okay. Yeah, I will. Off stream. No. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Just kidding.
All right.
No, I'll tell you right here.
You never know who might be listening.
Exactly. My theory is OpenAI intentionally does bad and cringe announcement things because it adds to their mystique as a nerdy company. Because they're just so full of nerds that are so in their ivory tower of magical AI that like when normies watch it, they're like, wow, these guys all look like they could be on Big Bang Theory. That's crazy. They're really smart. And then they believe that the AI is magic. That's my theory.
You might be running into a bit of a Poe's Law situation there, though, is my only thing.
Why is there so many laws you guys keep bringing up? Who's Poe? I gotta look up Poe. Every damn episode, there's a law someone's talking about. Why do you all know about these laws?
There's a
find out about
Wikipedia
Poe's
page
law.
full of every law.
These is just the laws, man.
Trash's
Poe's Law,
law. There are
Goblin's
too
Law,
many
Connor's
laws.
Law, Murphy's Law.
Trash-
Too many laws.
I like this. Trash's law, which is when you think you've learned all the laws, there's another.
Yeah. Trash's Law. Trash's Law is just, why are there so many laws?
I'm really going.
Not really a law, but that's okay.
I'm telling ChatGPT to Eli 5 Poe's law to me.
Nice. Dude, ask Apple Intelligence.
Yeah.
Siri.
your chance.
Siri.
I'm not
Let's hear
enabling that
Siri.
thing.
Hey,
Trash.
Siri.
Trash, come
Trash.
on.
Ask Siri what is Poe's law, and let's hear it.
Hey, Siri, what's
Siri?
Poe's Law?
Whoa,
She's gonna
Apple
say,
Intelligence?
here's a web result, I bet you. Remember, Siri's like 5 if statements. Are you making an
Would you want me to
appointment?
turn on Apple Intelligence?
I don't know, Trash. We got to find out now, though. This is a live demo.
Oh, yeah. Apple Intelligence
Sorry,
is
I
on.
can't help you with that.
Hey Siri, can you Eli 5 pose law?
Put it to the microphone.
It says search the web or try ChatGPT.
Are you kidding me?
It didn't even talk to me. It was just a screen.
Are you kidding
It
me?
was just a dialogue.
Please use a different product.
It didn't even try. It was just like, I don't know,
I
bro.
ain't smart enough. I don't got PhD
I don't know,
intelligence.
man.
I'll send you over to Jippity.
It didn't even try. Yeah, well, there you go. There's your answer. But now I know what pose law is because I just looked it up on my computer.
All right, Casey,
tell the
keep
difference
on going. So,
between a joke
TJ,
and
you're
being
hitting up
serious?
into Poe's Law.
Well, I don't have anything else to say. I was just asking if that was the case. Like, I think what you are mistaking, I feel like you may be mistaking a bunch of nerds who do not know how to make a video for a bunch of people who want to appear as nerds.
Okay.
Like, it may be exactly what it appears to be.
I'll give you my evidence. Casey.
Okay.
If this
right.
whiteboard was real, I would be drawing lots of connections.
Yeah. Do it. Because you said conspiracy theory. So I want something deep. Like, this has to connect to Jeffrey Epstein or this is over. This podcast is over.
Dang it. We don't have enough time for that.
All right.
I do have this whiteboard, but I don't know where my markers went. Okay, so here's my evidence. One, Sam Altman is a known hype cycle chaser.
Okay.
Every time he goes on the internet, he chases hype. He knows, and he's raised a lot of money off of hype.
Yes,
That's fair.
Remember the day before ChatGPT 5 was announced, he did tweet the Death Star.
Yeah. That's his least good one. Him going on Reddit and saying AGI achieved internally and deleting it
Right.
and other stuff like
Yep.
this. And he is really good at it, especially for, I would say, non-technical normies who are reading it and they think he's this super genius, incredible monster brain guy, which, like, to be fair, he's better at lots of things than me. So maybe he is all of those things, whatever. But so there's no way he's getting to the presentation and they're like, oh, we just didn't prepare. And there's no, like, he is doing those things. He's preparing those things and he's getting ready. Number two, you can watch the video where they did the like IO announcement with him and what's the ex-Apple guy, designer guy. I always forget his name and then I want to
Joni
say Bon
Ives?
Jovi.
Yeah, Bon Jovi, bald
Yeah,
man.
Joni
Yeah, I
Ives?
know. Yeah, that's the one. That's why. So watch that video. They know how to put on a produced video that makes people feel a certain way and gives you a certain vibe. They made Sam Altman look human in that video.
But who's the they in that sentence?
The
That's still
same
OpenAI.
People.
Are you sure it wasn't like Joni was there like, hey guys, you can't do any of this. Let me tell you how this has to be.
Don't you think if they're doing like a huge $1 billion thing with him, they're like saying like, yo, come over and help us do our big announcement for GPT-5? I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like within the company, like when's the last time Microsoft put out a video that made you think like, nice? Like they just can't.
Steve Ballmer.
Well, yeah, when you said last time, you're suggesting that there was a time.
You're telling me developers, alpha, sigma male edits don't make you feel something? Casey?
Come on, Casey.
Personally, I feel like the Windows Vista Rocks like Bruce Springsteen parody video is my favorite.
Okay.
And so that's the one I would go with, although I
Okay.
agree developers was good as well.
Or
So
his
is the one where he
goodbye
goes, who
speech?
said sit down? But
Good.
what?
His goodbye speech where he sings? Great.
I don't think I've seen that
oh,
one. That
Casey,
sounds
you're
really
in for a
good.
treat. You got to watch it after this.
There's also just a television commercial where he's selling Windows, and I think he says something along the lines of like, you can't get Windows in Nebraska, and like that's the ending is that like they didn't ship Windows to Nebraska. There was some sort of law in one of the states where it was like no Windows.
So
My point being, that company is unable to produce a video, regardless of what collab they make or whatever they do, and they can't do it. And OpenAI has made those things. Sam Altman is a hype beast, and they have insano money. Now, sometimes insano money means you waste it all and do something stupid. I get that. But, like, they could at least bring in, like, a prep team to help people do the presentation. That's my case, Casey. I don't know how strongly I truly believe it, but it's just, like, a pet conspiracy theory of mine.
It's weakened slightly by the comparison to Microsoft, because I guess my counterpoint to that would just be that, like, explain Xbox. Like, actually, they
point.
did some pretty cool, like, the trailer for Gears of War That's Microsoft Game Studios, right?
Yeah.
The original one was kind of amazing. It's like It's the cover of It's the cover version of Mad World with the like exploding things. Like that's Microsoft.
Okay.
Like they made that video, right? And they put on some pretty great E3 stuff in the early like 360 days. So.
Well, then I take
think,
back my Microsoft argument. Just erase that from your memory.
So I guess I'm just saying, like, when we're thinking Microsoft, we're thinking like the Windows org. And so I think it's very possible that OpenAI could be similarly that way. Like, it's like maybe when Joni comes over, or I don't know how you pronounce Johnny. I don't know how you pronounce
Bon
it.
Jovi.
knows.
Bon Jovi. When Bon Jovi
Bon
comes
Jovi
over,
is what
he's
I
like,
always
look,
think
guys,
of.
this has to not be so cringy. Could you stop sounding like one of the AIs? And then
Certainly.
when he's gone, it just everyone reverts back to behaving the same way the AI does. That's always why they're like AGI achieved, because the AI sounds just like them, and they're like, I don't understand. It's exactly like a human.
That
You're like,
was the
okay,
craziest statement I've ever heard in my
because
entire
other
lifetime.
people aren't this way, right? Yeah, that's you know what I'm
That's
saying.
pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
They're just like, wait a second, I'm wrong 20% of the time, and I sound like this, and they're wrong 20% of the time. I mean, this is AGI.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
like what did
expressed
you want? Yeah,
I've never expressed uncertainty in my life.
yeah.
Casey, that was extremely insightful.
It was.
That
I'm
was
just
almost a form
I'm
of Conway's
fountain
Law.
today. I'm just a frickin' fountain, Prime.
Almost a form of Conway's Law.
Brian's
Conway's
law.
law is when
The
it was, like,
output
separate.
of the,
Yeah,
the
I got
Gyppies
him.
matches the organ which the Gyppies was developed in.
Got it.
So basically, in my mind, I'm just thinking OpenAI is basically that Kazam sketch where the guy's like, "Hey, I'm Orange DeLong and I love the Embarcadero and my dog Biscuit," and the other guy's like, "We improved the performance of the back-end queries by 17%, which was above our target." Like, I'm thinking it's that, but you're thinking that they're like 5D chessing it, and they just want you to think it's that. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if I truly believe it or not, but it is my current favorite conspiracy theory about OpenAI. It just strikes me as
It could be right.
It strikes me at least as a possibility because for some reason people forget OpenAI has like access to every powerful and important person in the world, all of the capital that you could possibly imagine, and then some, and is heavily incentivized to try and make them appear to be the only place to go to get real AI. Like it is not that you can't get decently similar results by going to Claude.com or like you can get some of the same experience. But why is it that like nobody goes to Anthropic's website to ask questions to Claude? No one says I'm going to go Claude that or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
I
call
like
it
Trash
Jippity,
saying that.
right? Like I literally call it Claude Jippity.
Yeah. So my point, there's a huge incentive for them to make themselves appear to have some mystical, some additional thing that's beyond matrix multiplications appearing at their company. And if you ask normies, like what AI is, they just think that it's magic, right? So it's like that's why I think there is legitimately an incentive for them to like make this kind of appearance that they're the elites. They're putting on a show that they are the academic and the intellectual elite. They're here to lead you to the promised land of AI. We're the only people that can take you there.
Okay.
We've gotten pretty far off from the main topic.
I have no idea what we're talking about at this
Yeah.
point.
Hey,
All
by
right,
the
see
way,
you guys next time.
can we just bring up this one thing? Who
Yeah,
here
that
watched the
picture.
presentation?
Which one?
The Apple presentation.
I saw
The thing
clip
we're
notes.
talking about.
Yeah, but the whole thing, or
Yes, the
there's
whole thing.
multiple videos.
Yeah.
I
the whole
watched the
thing.
highlights.
I watched highlights.
All right, if you watched every last person speak, they were all clearly trained by the same person because they all did this.
Oh.
Arms locked. And they just did this and rested. This rested. This rested. And they
You're
all
supposed to
did
show
it.
your palms.
Dude, so much. Just they're playing whatever the accordion nonstop. It was dude, it's Trump started this. Tim Cook's like, don't worry, Trump, we got your back. I made everybody speak like you. Don't hit us with tariffs. It was crazy.
thinnest phones. Everyone says it. We walk into the room and say, "Wow, that's a thin phone. That's a thin phone."
But it was wild. Dude, did
That's
no one
amazing.
notice that? Or is it just me? I started taking pictures of it because there's just so many of them.
Can you post to your X feed like just a grid of of a shot of each of the people in the presentation with their hands doing that.
I was
'Cause
going
I would
to
like
do
to
that,
see
but
that,
it's-
and I ain't watching this presentation.
It's way
'cause
too much work. I
again, like
started
I try
doing
to
it.
maintain some self-respect.
Gave it up.
A little company called Apple.
All right.
Hold on, before we go, so I just want to show you guys something. So there's these pipcorn things, and they're like hot, they're like hot fries.
Trash.
They're like hot fries.
What
but
is
they're,
going on
They're
right
like
now?
hot fries, but they're healthier maybe. And I couldn't find these at. I used to get them from like Sprouts or Whole Foods or something, but they were always sold out. So I had to go on Amazon, fucking order a whole box of these motherfuckers. I had to show somebody. I literally went to the aisle, looked for them for like the 100th time, and I was like, I'm fed up with this. Busted open up my app and just bulk ordered some. I was like, I'm done with this. Anyways, I just had to share it with somebody. I was really upset.
Trash.
Anyway.
That food is. I think the craziest thing you said in there was it might be healthy. Like,
I
trash.
think it's healthier. Pipcorn is like maybe a healthy brand. I don't know. Maybe Fritos owns it. I don't
You
know.
have to,
Oh my
it's, It's comparative. He said healthier, Brian.
Yeah, I think it's healthier than like the original hot fries in that blue metallic bag. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways, check them out. Pretty tasty. Hashtag ad. No,
Is
no.
this an ad, Trash?
No, it's not.
Yeah, you know,
it's
they're
not. I
gonna
just
wanna
wanted to
cut
share
trash.
my.
They're gonna want to cut.
I
you
just
know.
wanted to share it with somebody.
Prime
I haven't
doesn't
told
doesn't
anybody.
do this for free, my
Yeah,
man.
Trash. You gotta split it with us at least.
Okay,
Come
okay,
on,
okay.
dude.
Bring some to the tower.
I'll bring some to the
Trash.
tower so you
Bring
guys
some
can try
to the
it.
tower.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I'll bring a box.
Oh my
Bring a
goodness.
box.
All right. Well, that was crazy.
I want to see if all of the things with trash from now on, like somehow Pipcorn is like sneaking into it.
I thought we
Like
were
he
a
comes
Pipcorn
onto the
shirt.
tower and is like, "Oh, sorry, I hadn't quite finished my bag of delicious Pipcorn yet, so I finished that. Just figured I'd finish it here."
Pipcorn, if you're everyone go and tag Pipcorn right now
Yes.
in an appropriate, non-harassing way and say that they would be a great sponsor of the stand-up, and we can have them send more boxes to Trash's house.
we
Yes,
will
yes.
get Trash a lifetime supply of
Lifetime
Pipcorn
supply.
if possible.
I want that whole wall behind you, Trash, to be Pipcorn bags to the ceiling.
Yeah, speaking of which, this wall is supposed to be decorated. You see that? These pictures right here?
Is that a
I bought these,
Peloton?
Like I bought these in January. I was supposed to
They're
hang
just
these
sitting there.
up. Yeah, I was supposed to hang these up, and I haven't done it yet.
Hey, Trash, is that a Peloton?
That is a Peloton. Yep.
Mine doesn't even work anymore. Like, I actually can't even ride a bike.
This is like an
Oh,
inverse
really?
ad,
Dude, I
now you're
hate-
inverse adding Peloton.
Dude,
this
Peloton
is not going to get you more
is the
sponsorships.
single worst company in the universe. I hate them. Since we
Yeah,
did that,
don't
I'm going
use it.
opposite. Dude,
I don't subscribe at this point.
I can't, dude. It was
Proud
so
of you,
bad that
Trash.
I couldn't even do a free ride. Like, they changed their menu so you can't even free ride.
No,
I-
that's what I do. I do the free ride.
I know, but it was now 2 menus deep, and then it started
Oh,
saying,
yeah,
"Hey,
they
you need to
nested
change your
it.
account information." And when I changed it, say you need to pay, and I was like, "I don't want to pay. I'm not paying. I just
What?
want to ride a bike." And I said, "You need to
Yeah,
pay if
gotta
you want to
figure out how
proceed."
to bypass.
And I had to bypass by quickly going faster than the loading, and then it would forget to do that, and then it just quit working. Now it just doesn't even turn on. Now I
Apple-
literally have a 200-pound bike that
sell
I
that
can't
thing.
even ride.
So
Can
on
we
Facebook
hacksaw?
Marketplace-
Can we hacksaw the ROMs on this thing or something? Like, I feel like there's got to be aftermarket flashable Peloton by now.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
that's
was
a
just
stream,
thinking-
Prime. That
Yeah.
is a stream series. Hacking my Peloton.
Peloton.
Make it happen, dude. That would
Oh.
do. That's content. That's hashtag content right there.
Dude, the problem is I just hate Peloton. The problem is I also hate biking. So it's like, what was the reward for
yeah.
doing all that work? Doing
Yeah.
an activity I hate anyways.
Fair, reasonable. While you guys are doing hashtag ads, I will point out I ran out of coffee yesterday, and I have not been able to get to the store to get it. And I don't know, like, I've heard that you guys have something that helps with this.
Well,
You should try my special blend.
I'm sending you. I'm gonna send you some later today, probably Trash, or later this week. Or I was
What
thinking
is-
about
what
just
is
bringing
Trash's
you some
special
to the
blend?
Bring
tower.
it to the tower.
yeah,
might
yeah.
just
Trash
bring it
has
to
its
the
own
tower.
special blend.
Which is what?
We'll show you at the tower.
Trash blend?
Hashtag
Yeah.
ad, ironically, for
Perfect.
I'm just a walking cash cow.
Yet he
All right,
won't
folks.
buy a picnic table for his kids.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy one this week, and I'm gonna show you a picture of it.
Oh my god, dude, that's it. Like 10% of the proceeds of all hashtag ad coffee sales goes to try to fund Trash's picnic table for his kids. That's the promotion.
Appreciate the support.
All right. Well, this is a great stand-up. Thank you, everybody, for watching the stand-up. I hope you also enjoy Apple, or you don't.
Either
Are we going
one.
to talk about NPM next time? What's going
Yes.
on?
That's
All
on
right.
Friday.
Tune in next time when we're going to
Spoilers,
talk about
jeez.
NPM getting hacked for the 8,000th time in the past
Well,
year.
I mean, technically, it's not NPM that got hacked.
Well, it's the supply chain of Node.js that got hacked.
We'll
Yeah.
cover
Again.
it next time.
Hey, if you like that sneak peek, wait till you get the whole shaft. Boom. TJ hates it.
Now we're gonna have to cut this episode, and my Trump impression killed it in chat.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.